Am I the a-hole for answering my boss questions regarding another coworker? For a bit of context, I'm a college student but also work as a barista/waiter at a small local Asian restaurant after my classes for about 15 hours a week for a bit of financial wiggle room. I work with my cousin and a few of his friends. A couple of weeks ago, I had my first shift with a new coworker. I noticed he had been working there actively for over a month and had the general assumption that he knew the ropes and didn't need to be taught anything. He seemed nice when I talked to him for the first time and acknowledged that we might not talk too much since the shift consisted of me. My cousin, I'll call Vance. There since June like me. My cousin's friend, I'll call him Jay. Been there since August. And this new coworker, which I'll call Sam. So the three of them will likely keep their banter between the three of them, which I'm fine with. Long story short, since I went over the character limit trying to explain it, tongue sticking out, Sam was pretty much not helpful the entire night. He was on the clock and sat down to talk with his friends for an hour instead of working. When I asked him politely to help take care of customers since my hands were full, he would tell me no, I don't want to. Or completely ignore that I was talking to him and sit down to play on his phone. Some customers not getting attention, some not even having their table set. Until maybe 10 minutes later when I was free. Vance and Jay likely noticed this but didn't say anything since I assumed they didn't want to tell their friend to get off his bottom and do his job. There were many instances where they tried to hide him since our managers work in the kitchen, and I suppose the guys didn't want the owners to catch wind that they were letting him be lazy. At the end of the night, the three guys sped off after clocking out and I was left behind to finish closing the front of house since they did a pretty shoddy job. My manager saw that the guys had left and asked me a question: what did you think of working with Sam? I answer honestly. I explained to them I didn't really have a good experience working with him. He was kind of nice to talk to, but it felt unfair that he was avoiding work as much as possible the entire night when we really needed the hand. They understood where I was coming from since they noticed that behavior from the kitchen too, but wanted to hear my side of the story. More was said in detail. But again, character limit, I came in for an extra shift I picked up a few days later. And my cousin and Jay yelled at me for half an hour, saying it's all my fault Sam got fired, which I didn't even know the manager was gonna do, and that I'm evil for throwing him under the bus. It's been about a week or so since then, and Jay has permanently given me the silent treatment. My cousin is still upset and has been talking smack about me to the extended family, saying how evil I am, and that I'm hunting to get everyone fired. Am I the a-hole for telling my bosses about Sam?